Okay, so hello, my dear grade 12 student. Good day. So once again, I am your subject teacher, Mrs. Lorena R. Guzman. So itong lesson natin ito is just an introduction of the preparation of financial statement. Ito ay isang lesson dapat na hinati ko into two. So the second part of this lesson will be tackled next week. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so financial statements, they are a structured representation of final position, financial performance, and cash flow of the business. Okay, structured representation. So be mindful of this word. Okay, structured representation. Di ba, as I tackled to you the first lesson that financial or finance is structured, okay, may system and may process. So, hindi tayo pwedeng basta-basta mag-create ng financial statement na wala tayong susundang structure. Hindi pwedeng sama-sama sa isa or sunod-sunod ito si income. Pagkasunod ni income ay kasunod na agad si expenses. Okay, so may breakdown tayo ng income and then after ng breakdown ng income, meron tayong expenses, then may breakdown itong si expenses. Kumbaga, hindi pwedeng the first line is income, the second line is expenses. So may breakdown ito at may structure tayong sunod. Okay, and then of course, structured representation of financial or final position. Ano ba ang position? Ano ba ang standing ng business? Okay, kaya pa po na itong mag-last. Tatagal ba itong business na ito? Financial performance. Okay, so kaya ba? Maganda ba ang pasok ng pera? Lumalaki ba yung assets? Umuunti ba yung liabilities? Okay, so and then the cash flow. Ano ba yung pasok ng pera? Maganda ba ang pasok ng pera? Okay ba ang labas ng pera? Okay, paano pumapasok ang pera? Saan ginagastos ang pera? At bakit lumalabas ang pera? Okay, so that is financial statements. They also reflect the efficiency of the management of the company and handling the resources entrusted by the owners. So, for example, nakita na yung ating financial statement, created na si financial statement, dito natin makikita, magaling bang mag-manage itong mga managers na ini-assign ko dun sa aking business na yun. Okay? Maganda ba ang pagkakahawak? So, nakadepende sa kanila kasi yung pasok ng pera, yung performance ng business. So, kung maganda ang pasok o maganda ang performance ng business, magaling yung manager or nagmamanage ng business aside from the owners. Okay, components of financial statement, we have the financial position, statement of comprehensive income, statement of change in equity, statement of cash flows, and notes to financial statement. Okay, so when we say statement to financial position, dito nakikita yung position, okay, yung standing, sabi ko kanina yung standing ng business. Okay, maganda ba yung pasok ng pera? Maganda ba ang pagkakagastos ng allocated na pera or allocated resources dun sa business na yon? Okay, so when we say statement of comprehensive income, ito naman dati yung income statement. Okay, so ipinapakita dito yung pasok ng income ng business. Okay, kung gaano ba yung benta, malaki ba yung benta or maliit ba yung benta o kinikita nung negosyo. Okay, and then the statement of change in equity. Okay, so when we say statement of the change equity, ito yung residual interest in the assets of the entity. Okay, so ibig sabihin, may nabago ba, may nadagdag ba dun sa tubo? Okay, lumalaki ba yung tubo after na mabawas lahat ng liabilities? Okay, lahat ng utang ng ating business. And then statement of cash flows, yung cash in or yung inflow at outflow ng pera. Makikita natin. And then of course, notes to financial statement, ito naman yung parang breakdown nung lahat ng nasa loob ng ating financial statement. Kumbaga, kung ito ay nakalagay expenses, ano-ano yung mga expenses na yun, naka-breakdown. Kung ito ay income, saan galing lahat ng income? Naka-breakdown ba? Kumbaga, notes to financial statement. So, those are the components of the financial statement. So now, let's talk about the users of the financial statement. Sino ba ang gumagamit ng financial statement na pine-prepare dun sa business? Okay, so the users are the external users and the internal users. So when we say externals, that is outside the business, and when we say internal, inside the business. External users, those are individuals or parties that are not directly involved in the operation of the business. They include government agencies such as the SEC, BSP, and BIR, creditors, suppliers, customers, and investors. So when we say internal users, those who are involved in the business like the employees and the management. So let's talk about the external users. Who are the external users? The first one is the government. So the example of the government is the BIR. Okay, they check the financial statement to determine the allocation of the resource. Okay, di ba the BIR, once they check determine the allocation of the resources. So, for example, medyo malaki pala ang kinikita ng negosyong ito. So, ang ginagawa nitong si BIR, sila yung nagbibigay ng karampatang tax or sila yung nagbibigay ng computed tax dun sa business at yun yung babayaran nung may-ari ng business. So, the government and its regulatory agencies check the financial statement to determine the allocation of the resources, and the information helps them to regulate the activities of a business. Okay, the taxation policies, and compute the national income and similar statistics. So, kapag nalaman nilang, ay maliit lang pala ang kinikita ng business na ito, so maliit lang din yung tax na babayaran ng business. So, syempre, ikaw, meron, di ba, minsan, merong mga negosyo na merong binibigyan ng resibo, minsan tatanungin ka kung gusto mo ng resibo o hindi tungkol doon sa binili mo. Pero kapag malakihan yung binibili, ayan, binibigyan sila ng resibo. Pero pag paisa-isa, hindi na binibigyan ng resibo. So, yung mga resibong yun, doon nakukuha or doon yun yung pinagbabatayan din kung gaano ba kalaki yung kinikita ng business. Okay, then doon malalaman kung gaano kadapat ang bayaran nila sa tax. Okay, next is the creditors, yung nagpapautang. Okay, they look for the information that enables them to determine whether their loan and interest can be paid in due. So, kailangang malaman ng mga creditors yung statement of account mo or your financial statement para malaman nila na ay papautangin ko ba itong business na ito or kaya bang magbayad ng negosyong ito in due. Okay, let's say umuutang yung business ng 10 million. So, titingnan ng creditors yung financial statement mo, for example, for 2 consecutive years or 3 consecutive years at titingnan kung maganda ba ang pasok ng pera or magaling bang magbayad itong business na ito. So, pag nakita nilang ganun, so, papautangan nila si business. Suppliers. Okay, they need information that allow them to determine that the amount owed can be paid in due. So, ikaw yung may business, syempre yung negosyo yun, kailangan ng mga suppliers or magsusupply dun sa negosyo mo. So, titingnan nila, di ba minsan ang isang negosyo at may supplier, inuutang nila yan, for example, inuutang nila yung kalahati or minsan inuutang nila yung mismong ino-order nila sa supplier. So, titingnan ni supplier yung statement of account mo the financial statement mo kung kaya mo bang magbayad, for example, for 6 months nung inutang mo mga materyales na amount of 10 million, kayang bayaran itong si business. So, pag nakita nitong kayang bayaran, so papautangan ito ni suppliers or bibigyan or susuplayan pa ito ng materyales or kung ano man yung particular na isusupply dun sa business. Customers, interested in the information about the continuance of an entity, especially if they have long-term involvement with or are dependent on it. Okay, so anong kinalaman naman ni customer? Samantalang ako naman ay customer lamang ng isang negosyo na yun. Anong kinalaman ko? Bakit kailangan kong tingnan ang financial statement nitong business na ito? So, for example, ako naman itong si customer at ako ay ginawa kong supplier itong business na ito. Gusto kong makita, gusto kong malaman na kaya akong supplyan for 3 consecutive years ng business na ito para naman hindi ako mahirapan pang maghanap ng ibang supplier. Ako si customer. So, pag nakita ko from the financial statement na hindi pala ako kayang supplyan nito ng mga pangangailangan ko para sa negosyo ko din, ay hindi ko na itutuloy ang pagkuha or pagiging supplier nila sa akin as a customer. Kasi nakita ko na hindi pala nito kayang bigyan ng ako ng gantong materyales or gantong materials, gantong gamit para sa negosyo ko din. Or maaaring, ay, magaling pala itong business na ito, maganda ang pasok ng pera, magaling magbayad ng utang, at sa palagay ko itatagal ang business na ito ng mahabang panahon. So, kukunin ko sila as a supplier of my business, as I am a customer. And the last one is the prospective investor. So, as I tackled to you on our first lesson that ang investor ay ina-analyze din nila yung business mo, yung iyong financial statement, ina-analyze nila yung portfolio, okay? And vice versa, ganun din naman yung mga business, ina-analyze din nila yung kanilang mga investor, yung mga behavior of investor. So, as an investor, whether present or prospective are concerned with the return of their investment. So, kapag nag-invest kaya ako dito based on their financial statement at maganda ang kita, maganda ang inflow, maganda ang outflow ng negosyo, ng cash inflow, cash outflow, maganda ang magaling magbayad ng utang, kaya maganda ang pasok ng income for 3 consecutive years, for example, at ako ay isang prospective investor lang. So, baka, okay, mag-invest ako sa business na ito kasi maganda ang, sure ako nakikita ako, sure ako na mag-grow yung perang ipapasok ko sa business na ito. So, that is why those external users need to check the financial statement of the business. Okay, kahit na wala silang kinalaman sa operation, kailangan nilang malaman yung nangyayari dun sa business mo. And next, let us let me discuss to you the internal users, the employees and the management. Employees, okay, ikaw yung tauhan doon sa business na yon. Okay, the employees and their representative groups like labor unions and association are interested in the information about the stability and profitability of their employers. So, bakit kailangan malaman ni employees? Napakapakailamera pala itong si employees. So, hindi yun ganon. So, from that, nalaman ni employees na ay hindi na pala maganda ang takbo, ang standing ng negosyong ito. So, from that, makakapag-isip agad itong si employees. Mag-stay ba ako sa business na ito hanggang mabankrupt ito, hanggang malugso itong business na ito? Or aalis na ako bago pa ito mabankrupt at makahanap ako ng panibagong trabaho? Okay? So, from that, nalalaman ni employees kung paano ang magiging desisyon niya din sa buhay. Kapag nalaman niya kung ano ng standing nitong si business. And then, the last one is the management. It is interested in the information contained in the financial statement to carry out its planning, decision-making, and control responsibility. Okay, so the management of the business needs to know the financial statement of course, the business itself, para malaman nila kung ano ba yung mga desisyon na kailangan nilang gawin or mga plano na kailangan nilang gawin para dun sa business. So, kapag nakikita nilang, maliit na yung tinutubo, maliit na yung income ng business, so makakapag-decide na sila kung ano ba ang gagawin nila. Ipagpapatuloy ba yung business or kailangan na nilang lumapit sa mga creditors o kailangan na nilang magbenta ng bonds or ng stocks or kung kailangan na nila talagang mangutang sa bangko. So, from that, malaman nila kung ano yung standing ng business, yung kita ng business, yung income, yung gastos, yung babayaran ng business, makakapag-desisyon sila ng tama. Okay? Sabi nga natin, hindi ka pwede mag-decide basta-basta na lang. Okay? So, kailangan meron tayong tinitingnang mga tangible proof or tangible facts na makakatulong sa atin para makapag-decide para dun sa business na yan. So, that is the internal users, employees, and management. So, next. So, that's it for this week lesson. Thank you. Grade 12, sana ay meron kayo natutunan sa lesson ito. Though napaka-eksi lamang ng lesson, sana ay may natutunan kayo kahit papaano. So, go back to your module and answer the following activities. Once again, I am your subject teacher, Mrs. Lorena R. De Guzman. Have a good day.